Hello and welcome back to the Pokemon 26 channel and the WWE Smackdown Vs Raw 2007 GM Mode Series. If you have enjoyed it so far, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more of these videos as well as future projects that I have planned to come up. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the episode. So, as some of you might know or might have noticed, we're on August 16th. So I had recorded the episode for August 9th, and apparently between the time that I recorded it and today when I went to edit it, the file got corrupted. And I couldn't figure out a way to get back to the time before this. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the results from that episode and then continue on with today's episode. So, last week, I did not have a first match because I had all of my superstars tied up in other matches. We had Matt with Jeff Hardy taking on Steve Austin in the show opener. We had Cena and CM Punk taking on Chavo and Bobby Lashley. We had Gregory Helms actually beating Rob Van Dam, which is pretty crazy considering the run Rob Van Dam has been on. Then we had Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker facing Randy Orton and Edge in a tag team match. The reforming of Rated RKO there for a second. And that is also the match that I featured on the episode. Rey Mysterio and Undertaker did pick up the win in pretty convincing fashion, if I'm being honest. Randy and Edge didn't get a whole lot of action in on them. And then the main event for last week was Kurt Angle, who was taking on Batista at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship. He got together a team of the low-down dirty bad guys, Shelton Benjamin and The Rock, and Batista called up his old friend Triple H and Shawn Michaels, and we had ourselves a bit of a tornado six-man tag match that Kurt Angle picked up the win in and some serious momentum heading into this weekend. That's right, the next episode after this episode will be the SummerSlam episode. So, if you guys are excited for that, again, smash that like button and subscribe because that is sure to be a fun episode, as is this one. I've already got the schedule made for this week. We will go over it real quick. I've got Edge and Rey Mysterio opening up the show. Just the singles match. Don't want to give away too much before the pay-per-view. Undertaker is going into a handicap match against Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms. Then we've got a couple of dirty clean turns here this week. Bobby Lashley is going to be turning clean, and John Cena is going to be turning dirty. The reason being, if Batista retains this weekend at SummerSlam against Kurt Angle, then I want John Cena to be next in line rivalry-wise with Batista. Batista and Kurt Angle are in the main event, tag teaming with each other against John Cena and RVD. Stone Cold Steve Austin will be taking Randy Orton on in singles action. Chavo is putting his Cruiserweight Championship up yet again against CM Punk, who feels like he got cheated in their last match. And Shawn Michaels and Triple H take on their SummerSlam opponents, Matt and Jeff Hardy, in an elimination tag match. So, that is the card. Let us go ahead and jump right into the show. First and foremost, we are going to go ahead and simulate Edge versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio picking up yet another victory. I think he's got probably the most wins on my roster. Undertaker taking on Shelton Benjamin and Gregory Helms in a one-on-tag handicap match. Undertaker picking up a huge win there. Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Matt and Jeff Hardy in an elimination tag match. I'm only so I would watch this match. Shawn Michaels or Triple H picking up the win there. I would have watched that match if it wasn't one of the matches I already have planned for SummerSlam, because I think I'm going to have 3 matches on the SummerSlam card, and out of those 3 matches, we'll probably watch all of them because it is SummerSlam. So yeah, that's my thought process on why I'm not showing that match today. Then we've got Chavo Guerrero and CM Punk for the Cruiserweight title. You know what? let's watch this match. I don't want to watch the last match because I don't want to focus too hard on John Cena right this second as far as showing him off on the roster. I did want to show his debut match. It's doing very well on the channel, and I thank you guys for that very much. But I wanna hold him back until I get him ready for that World Heavyweight Champion. Both men have made their way to the ring. CM Punk taking on the Cruiserweight Champion Chavo Guerrero in another title match, hoping this time to come home with the gold. So let's see if CM Punk can do it. The CM Punk created wrestler that I am using does look pretty silly, especially with that Pepsi tattoo, but it suffices for what we need. I mean, he has the moveset he needs to have, I believe. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. And CM Punk here tonight looking for retribution against Chavo, who another star who I couldn't believe it, but is having a stellar time here on SmackDown. He has beaten The Undertaker, I think, 3 total times so far, which is huge for a man his size. And honestly, I believe he's held the Cruiserweight Championship twice. First time, I think he only held it for a week or two, but this time he's had it for about a month or so. And he's been a fighting champion. He's taken on CM Punk now twice. He took on Jeff Hardy, I believe, as well, once so far. And they wanted him to put it on the line against Rey Mysterio this week, but Rey Mysterio's already the United States champion, and I didn't want to give him 2 titles, as I want to keep the titles separate as much as possible. CM Punk now back to the outside with a bunch of knees to the head of Chavo Guerrero. Ref is at a count of 2. These men need to get back in the ring. I mean, CM Punk especially needs to get back in the ring because the champion does have champion's advantage. If he does get counted out, he still retains his championship. This is just a regular singles match. Is CM Punk now going for the Anaconda Vice? Or, well, it looked like he was. More like a side effect, I guess. I thought he was setting up for that Anaconda Vice, but it looks like he just went for a quick side effect. Maybe because Punk wasn't in this game, I don't think they had his moveset available at this point in time. Like, you play wrestling games today, like I play 2K23 all the time, you can find wrestlers who haven't even been in the WWE before, you can find their movesets in the game, but back in this time period, it was who was in the game was whose moveset you got. And then sometimes they would add some extra moves from some legends that didn't make the cut for the legends list for the game. So that way, if you wanted to create like a legend, like I created Jeff Hardy in this game. Obviously, his moveset was mostly already in this game, but I don't think anybody else had the Swanton, and they put that in still. But yeah, and then. So that's probably why CM Punk doesn't have like the Anaconda Vice or the GTS. Both men jockeying for position here. Back and forth they go. CM Punk has been looking really strong in this match so far. I think if he keeps his focus, he can definitely come away with championship gold tonight. Something he's been looking for since joining the roster at the 3rd week. But now Chavo going for those 3 amigos that his uncle coined, the 3 back-to-back suplexes. Showing a little love for his uncle who at this point had passed away already. I think Punk just needs to keep his intensity up, and he could have this match won though. He's already hit 1 finisher and gotten a 2 count. He's got a looks like a crossface locked in, but the ropes are right there. Chavo getting graciously gracious positioning. I was trying to say there. Gracious positioning there for the rope break. His foot right under the rope. I guess CM Punk didn't notice that when he went for the crossface. Punk doing whatever he can right now to, I guess, injure Chavo. He is pretty mad that he lost that match prior. these two putting on a bit of a wrestling clinic here tonight, though. Neither man wanting to budge an inch. The quick roll up there, but the rope break again, positioning. Neither man really paying attention. They're both laser focused on each other, it seems. They aren't really paying attention to like where they're at in the ring. Chavo looking for a quick elbow drop, but Punk dropping him on his elbow. He he looked like he caught him midair there and then just forced him down to the ground. Punk now with full control over Chavo, picks him up and drops him face first on the barricade. Obviously, Punk needs to make sure he toes the line here, because if he gets disqualified or counted out, he does not win that championship tonight. And Chavo now going for a bit of an octopus or like abdominal stretch. And a kick to the back of the leg, taking Chavo back down to the ground. Punk, if he can lock in that crossface or maybe hit that side effect one more time in the middle of the ring, he could have this match won. Bringing Chavo back into the ring. He could be looking for it once more. Oh, here he goes. Crossface right in the middle of the ring. Chavo has no way to get to the ropes. He could crawl if he wanted to, but I guess he couldn't. Punk now, once again, locking that crossface in. Holy crap. Really putting the pressure on here. But Chavo fighting for his championship. Showing, once again, why he is our Cruiserweight champion right now. Why he was able to beat The Undertaker in a rivalry twice at pay-per-view. Chavo has consistently surprised me in this general manager mode season. He's been consistently better than most of our roster. He's getting wins on a consistent basis. He's a champion and has been a champion for most of his time so far on this roster. And now, dropping CM Punk with his finish. That could be it. He needs to go for the pin here. Oh, but CM Punk right at the last possible moment, kicking out. That was 2.99 if I ever saw it. Punk looking for the spinning heel kick there and missing completely. Chavo once again putting the pressure on. And a huge running DDT. I honestly think Chavo should have gone for the pin there, but it looks like he's got something else in mind. An elbow drop off the top. Chavo has another finisher loaded up. If he hits this could be all she wrote. Jumping senton, middle of the ring. Kick to the shin, maybe the knee area. Didn't take Punk down like Chavo had intended there. And a kick to the back of the leg that time. And again, an abdominal stretch. Punk also just fighting for his opportunity here tonight. Does not want to give up. But Chavo, like a shark in the water, smells the blood. Could be closing in on retaining that championship here tonight. Poke to the eyes. What's Chavo doing here? Oh, pulled out the brass knuckles, and the ref didn't see it apparently. He would have been disqualified right there had the ref seen that, but apparently... Oh, he's going for the pin now. 1, 2, and 3. Chavo retains off of a smack from the brass knuckles. And just like his uncle before him, Chavo Guerrero, one of the dirtiest players in the game, doing whatever it takes to retain his championship here tonight. CM Punk cannot be happy with the way this match ended, but Chavo now goes up 3-1, I believe, against Punk so far in this season. Punk's going to have to prove himself if he wants to get back in the championship limelight. Stone Cold Steve Austin and Randy Orton. You know what? We can simulate all from here, right? Randy Orton picking up the victory over Stone Cold. Singles action. That's a big win for Randy Orton. He is known as the Legend Killer at this time, and that's definitely one of the legends that should have been on his list had Steve Austin been able to wrestle at that point in time. And John Cena and RVD picking up a victory over Batista and Kurt Angle leading into SummerSlam. Apparently Batista and Kurt Angle just could not coexist. John Cena and RVD, having a storied rivalry in 2006, coexisted better than Kurt Angle and Batista. Let's check those reports. SummerSlam, the shows collide. SummerSlam is coming up for the first time since WrestleMania. SmackDown and Raw will both be on the same card. Raw gaining 190,000 fans. They've still got over a 3 million fan deficit to make up for, so I imagine they're going to keep gaining fans, but I probably will have a fan gain at the pay-per-view this weekend. You can be sure that general managers will be putting on the best show possible. This is their chance to show off their brand and sway fans to tune into their show. You can count on some big matches at this event. The biggest question is, which show will draw the better ratings? SmackDown had some interference on my show this week. Carlito showed up, apparently. Chavo Guerrero retained his championship. Bobby Lashley can't buy a match. 5th loss in a row. And Ric Flair, with one task in mind, he won in a 6-man tag match. Okay. Alright guys, well that will wrap it up for this week. I'm going to go ahead and save this. And next week you guys will get to see, or well this upcoming Sunday, next week in the game, you guys will get to see SummerSlam and see how we trounce all over Monday Night Raw. But without further ado guys, like I said at the beginning, please smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And obviously if you want to see SummerSlam this weekend. So yeah. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.